requirement for teaching in any institution in this country as a teacher. We also have a responsibility of reviewing the standards and training of persons entering the teaching service and other roles. Through our efforts, therefore, we are able to uphold quality of the human capital involvement in teaching in our education institutions. Our vision as a commission is to nurture motivated, ethical, and globally competitive teachers, or trainers for that matter. That's our vision. That once you come out trained and we have registered you, we expect that you are going to move out as a motivated individual who is going to be a transformer of your generation. Ethical, as our brother talked very, very candidly, we want people who are ethically correct in the society. So watu wakupiga simu kama ile ilipigwa asubuhi ama ile siku ingine kwa professor. People can be able to uphold this nation and take it to the next level. Globally competitive. That's why my sister there at the chair was talking of lifelong learning. And the last speaker here said, and I agree with him, possibly the knowledge you have acquired will not be relevant the next 5 years. Madam Kariuki, I'm not wrong to say, remember the secretaries who were there in 1980s, 1990? They were using typewriters. Are typewriters relevant today? Are they relevant today? So the knowledge you have acquired, and that's the principle behind knowledge. Knowledge is always the emergence of first cohort or to reach tertiary education from CBC in the near future. The question before us is, how ready are we as a profession? Are we ready for the change that is taking place? As a commission, we are orienting ourselves and re-engineering our processes to ensure that we meet the need of the 21st century and beyond. It is encouraging to see the TVET sector embrace the competence-based education and training, being spearheaded by the Technical and Vocational Education and Training Curriculum Development Assessment and Certification Council. The implementation of CBET is expected to facilitate a significant and rapid increase in transitional rates from secondary school to the post-secondary education. I note with concern that, for example, last year, those people who got C+ and above, they were about 25% of the graduates who actually completed Form 4. Out of about 900,000, or close to 1 million students who sat for KCSE, about 25% got C+ and above. That means about 250,000 young people in this country enter in the realm of the job market. And as such, the education sector has had major changes that is meant to ensure transition from secondary to tertiary education levels. This offers candidates, whom I have said are about 75%, an opportunity to create and recreate their life. The way they can enroll, therefore, for arts and levels, then do certificates, then diplomas, and eventually undertake degree. And I think that's what is Njongesa? That's the path our PhD holder, in quotes, is actually. Let's give him a lovely round of applause, because he is a testimony that we can follow a path and emerge very relevant and outstanding. As TVETs reach, as TVETs, it's important for us to know that we have a responsibility, therefore, to transform this country. In a world filled with challenges, the demand for skilled individuals who can provide solutions is ever increasing. Skills are becoming the currency of the modern world, overshadowing the traditional emphasis on academic certification. In a landscape where youth unemployment is a pressing issue, those equipped with the tangible skills will inevitably find opportunities where others cannot find. Allow me to say this morning that when you go to the ground out of the colleges, what are we finding? Out here we find graduates who have a degree and a master's, but they are not utilizing the knowledge they have. But somebody who is graduating today here with the plumbing, once he moves out of the doors here, he has job. In fact, plumbers are being looked for all over, artisans of different levels. So you find, and that's what we are discussing with my brother there, professor, that world out there, the A's, A minors, and B pluses are always employed by the C's and below in the real world of work. Because you are job creators, you are not job seekers. Graduates, can you turn to your friend next to you, Mwambie, you are not a job seeker, you are a job creator. Repeat it again. We have some wise ones from Proverbs 22:29. Resonates deeply in the context. Do you see a man skillful and experienced in his work? He will stand in honor before the king. He will not stand before obscure men. I can tell you, when you move out of this room, you are not just going to be a graduate. You are going to be a job creator. You will just be employed immediately. Employed not just for the white-collar job, but the area which is fertile today are the blue-collar jobs. It is a reminder that those who may not excel in academic arena are often and will become entrepreneurs and employ university graduates. Never underestimate yourself in what you have acquired. What you have acquired are skills to enable you expand your horizon. The new CBC curriculum has identified and aims to bridge this gap from an early age, focusing on nurturing students to become the best versions of themselves. Beyond mere academic achievement, it's not about scoring an A, but about acquiring skills and knowledge to transform life. One such skill is learning Kenya's sign language, now recognized as the non-official language of our country. The introduction of Kenya's sign language in primary education under CBC is a testament of our commitment to inclusivity. The impending sign language bill, which is before the parliament, promised to expand job opportunities significantly in all fields. Looking ahead, in alignment with the Vision 2030, and I'm happy that my sister has also enabled you to realize that we have African Agenda 2063, and we have African Agenda Vision 2070, which has been drafted by Chinese. So when you are sitting here, the Chinese have a vision for Africa 2070. So you can imagine where Africa will be 2070. I know some of you are saying, will it be real? That's real. That's vision. Let me say this. Aiming at a gross enrollment of 80%, this gross enrollment is being pursued at all levels, namely national, at county, and constituent levels. And this is the yardstick for equity with respect to gender, persons with disability, minority, and marginalized. The private sector and households will be expected to play the leading role in expanding access to TVET. This requirement has formed the basis for expansion of geographically provision of TVETs in every constituency and also at the regional level. This has led to Teacher Service Commission to rethink of broadening the registration of teachers in order to cater for the growing need for educators and guaranteeing the provision of quality services. These qualified trainers, once they get registered as teachers, after undertaking teaching pedagogy, they will provide the much needed teaching for the technical learning areas. What am I saying, Chairman? What I'm saying is, as a commission, because of the new learning areas under CBC, we have agreed and decided that we're also going to re-engineer and look at our registration criteria so that those graduates like you, all what you require to do is just do the pedagogy of teaching. Once you have attained your pedagogy of teaching, and the director here will agree with me, once you have done the pedagogy, then we can register you as a teacher who can even teach in secondary schools, in primary schools, the different learning areas. and also teach also in the TVETs. So we are also aligning ourselves with the changing trends in education so that we can provide you jobs. As a commission, therefore, we are ready to collaborate with K.I.D.S and other TVET colleges, both private and public, to ensure that we realize the vision of the national government of provision of not only technical skills, but training and employment to our young graduates. To the graduating class, today marks a pivotal moment in your lives. It is such a pressure to share this intensity of emotions, feeling this praise on your graduation day. This is but a beginning of a new dawn. As you step into the world, remember that you are not just prepared for this country, but for the global stage. The manner in which you occupy your space in the world from this point forward will shape your future. Take advantage of the opportunities created by the national government under the leadership of the president, who has moved around the globe looking for opportunities for our graduates, like in Germany, in Canada, in the USA, and other parts of the world. These opportunities will not offer you employment, but expose you to greater advanced technology and knowledge in your area of specialty, as well as broaden your network. In today's rapid evolving global landscape, characterized by innovation, automation, and digitalization, the role of technical knowledge has never been more paramount. We live in an arena divided by technological advancement that have revolutionized the way we live, work, and also interact with one another. From artificial intelligence to robotics to renewable energy and biotechnology, the possibilities are limitless and the opportunities are about. The fourth industrial revolution is arguably the ultimate digital experience of the 21st century. It embodies new possibilities in communication, productivity, and entertainment. The fourth industrial revolution is designed to disrupt and yet enhance our social, political, and economic coexistence that has never happened before. You are the generation in the fourth industrial revolution. But allow me to remind you the 9 pillars of the fourth industrial revolution. These are artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, genetic engineering, biotechnology, autonomous vehicles, as well as advancement in life. I was being informed, Mr. Chairman, that already the motor vehicle manufacturing companies in Japan, they have come up with vehicles that will be able to sense any object ahead and any object behind you using the artificial intelligence. So that if you are driving and you get close to another vehicle, the vehicle will automatically apply brakes. You cannot hit a vehicle behind you. When you are reversing, when the vehicle detects an object, it automatically stops. That is the generation you are living in. And therefore, as my sister told you, you must embrace artificial intelligence, emotional intelligence, and allow me to use also a one that's not commonly used, indigenous intelligence, the common sense. The common sense. So that as Professor was talking, listen to your mother, listen to your father, listen to your teachers. I also say, listen to yourself. Hello? Listen to yourself. Our brother has spoken here. We have lost young graduates. Like now, after this, some of you don't go to remove dust. Mtakuwa na mabasi, ndio? Then when you go to bus, things happen. Listen to yourself. Jack Ma says, what we require is only changing our education system. When we change our education system to align with the latest technology, then our children will compete favorably with the machines. Technology is not coming to replace us in the job market, never. It is coming to enhance our performance. You are natives of the digital age, raised and schooled in the realm of technology. once confined the pages of science fiction. In your era, reading books and news online and engaging in digital social networking have condensed the first world into a global village. You stand, therefore, as torchbearers who will propel today's technology with uncharted territories. You bear the responsibility of devising solutions to the complex challenges that face our society. Furthermore, the importance of technical knowledge is creating employment opportunities to yourself and to the world. You are the era and the generation that the world has been looking for. My advice to you, can you embrace lifelong learning? Yes, you have done, you are calling it Cosmo, you are calling it beauty, huh? And other levels. Yes, I know you have done computer and the like, but I can tell you, by the time you are out of this 3 years down the line, that technology will have evolved, will remain relevant. And therefore, mine is to encourage you to ensure that you remain relevant, remain disciplined, and stand out in the cohort of KTN. KTN is what? Kenya Tamaking Network. Stand out of the crowd. If you are that beauty and therapy graduates, stand out to be the best. If you are that artisan, stand out to be the best. In conclusion, let me take this opportunity, therefore, to say that genius only comprise of 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Indeed, I congratulate you because it is through hard work, perseverance, and sacrifice you have made it in life. Can you turn to the person next to you and tell him, congratulations? Tell him more again, you are going to make it in life in a better way than you have made it now. Wish you well. Wish King's College a great future. And as I've re-emphasized, we as the Teacher Service Commission and personally, I will be willing to walk the journey with you. Thank you and God bless you.
Once again, let's appreciate our keynote speaker. At this juncture, I take this opportunity once again to invite the representative of the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Education, TVET, Dr. Esther Moria, who is not here with us, but she has sent a representative who is going to stand in for her. Now at this point, I'm going to introduce the Director, TVET, in charge of Industry and Linkages and Liaisons, Joseph N. Jau, PNG, TECH, MITK, experienced project officer with a demonstrated history of working in the education management industry, skilled in research, teaching, leadership, program, and project management, professional with a Master of Arts focused in project planning and management from the University of Nairobi. Ladies and gentlemen, we will want to take this opportunity again to honor our chief guest, Dr. Esther Moria, her representative, Joseph Njau. Let's put our hands together as we stand and welcome Mr. Njau to give the speech of the chief guest as we move to the next part. Let's remain upstanding as we appreciate Mr. Njau. Let's put our hands together. Let's appreciate him until he's here.
Okay, thank you. You may be seated. The chairman of board, Reverend Professor Chemolion, the Board of Directors, our guest speakers who have spoken this morning, Grace Kenyajui, Dr. Wajiko Kenyajui, Dr. Kennedy Ongaro, Dr. Ekra Dungo, and our keynote speaker, Dr. Jamrik Mutuli, not forgetting our principal, and also our Master of Ceremony, Alex Mutuko, and all the graduates, all the parents, and all the guardians. Good afternoon. Let me start by saying that I'm honored to be here with you today for this 8th graduation ceremony. I'm here not on my own behalf, but on the behalf of my peers, Dr. Esther Moria, who has a very big heart for the youth, and also she works day and night to ensure that the interests of the youth are taken into account. First of all, I want to bring her greetings to you, and also bring her apologies for not being with you today, because she would have wanted to be with you in person, but due to the exigency of duty, she could not make it, because you know she's a state officer, and once you become a state officer, and I can see many of you becoming state officers in future here, once you became a state officer, you are the property of the state. You're not the property of yourself. So you do not have your own timetable, but you have the timetable of the state. That means wherever the state says that you're going to be, that is where you're going to go. So that is why she's not here with you today, but she sent me with greetings, and also she told me to tell you congratulations for the good work, for having achieved what you have achieved this morning. Now, before I come to her message, let me say that I'm very impressed. I've been sitting here attentively throughout the whole morning. And we at TVET, we talk about our trainees achieving what we call the competencies. And when you're talking about a competence, it has 3 facets. One of the facets is the skill, the other one is knowledge, and the other one, we call it worker behavior, or you can also call it attitude. And looking at you, I've been to many graduations, and I can see that you have achieved the attitude one, because I've never seen any one of you moving out aimlessly. I've not seen any one of you coming here drunk, because most of them come drunk and they are falling all over the graduation ceremony. But I've seen a very good team who have achieved that attitude. And if you continue with that kind of an attitude, you are going to go far, because attitude is everything. The skills and what the knowledge cannot give you. Because if you have the knowledge, you have the skills minus attitude, I can tell you that you are almost as good as somebody who has never been to any institution of learning. So with that, I want to say thank you. I want to say congratulations. And I want to prophesy. I'm not a prophet, but today I'm going to prophesy that you're going to go far. I've already said that I can see a number of state officers here, and that one is going to pass. I think you should be saying amen. Thank you. So let me bring the message from our peers this morning. We at the State Department of TVET are greatly honored to preside over the 8th graduation ceremony at this premier institution, aptly named the Kenya Institute of Development. As you are aware, we are in the sector of skills development for the simple reason of fostering economic development of our land, and hence, hats off to Kenya Institute of Development for recognizing these facts, and after naming this institution as one that fosters development. And I urge you to continue exploring the uncharted waters of mounting courses aimed at bridging the digital divide, which continue to widen with daily advancement of the artificial intelligence technology. And most of the speakers who spoke before me, they have talked about that. So I don't want to overemphasize this. As we celebrate the victory of the graduates on this auspicious occasion, we equally celebrate your parents, guardians, sponsors, and your wishers for their sacrifice and commitment to make sure that the learners we are celebrating today attain the best in their academic journey. I'm presently informed that 320 candidates are graduating during this 8th graduation at the K.I.D.S. The number of graduates who have passed through this college to date stands at 2,370. This is a great contribution to the growth of our economy, especially taking cognizance of the fact that the employability rate of the Kenya Institute of Development Studies graduates start at 60%, meaning 60% of you are already employed here. And I want to thank our chairman, TSC. He has already said he's going to employ you, so you should be seeing him after this, because he's the greatest, he's the biggest employer in this land. He's employer number one. And thank you so much, Chairman, for giving that assurance to our graduates today. And you must know that teaching has always been the noble profession, and it means to be the noble profession. So don't say that you're not going to be teachers, because teaching profession is the highest of all profession in this land. With the remaining 40%, because I talked about 60%, proceed to higher education to pursue their degree studies. And for this stellar performance, I say heko to Kenya Institute of Development Studies. Thank you so much. Congratulations, and God bless you so much, kids, and you continue in that path. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to remind the graduates that the expectation of your family, nation, and government upon your graduation are enormous. They all have lots of hope in you to help alleviate the many challenges facing our society today. You must shun the route of blaming others for your problems, and instead rise to the occasion and seek solution to your own life challenges and to those of the wider Kenyan society. So in other words, instead of saying maybe the problem is here, the problem is there, those problems, that is why you have been in school, to solve those problems for yourself and also for the society. I wish to advise that all the institutions of learning emphasize on offering programs that not only impart knowledge and skills, but most importantly, shape the character of our learners. This will enable them to competently and ethically contribute to the nation building and thus make a meaningful contribution to development of our country's economy. As you go out there as graduates, equipped with the relevant skills, knowledge, and attitude, carry with you this mindset that was put forth by John F. Kennedy, the former USA president, in 1961, and he said, and I quote, "Ask not what the country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." So that is where we are, and you have been told that you are not job seekers, you are job creators. So don't start saying that, this government is not giving us a job. So make sure that those jobs which are not being offered by the government, you are going to create them, because you have been given the skills, knowledge, and the proper attitude to do exactly that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kenya Kwanza bottom-up economic transformation agenda, which we call BETTER, envisages a state in which every individual is engaged in rolling forward the wheel of development. We believe every hustle matters. So in other words, what you are saying here, like my sister Ekra Dongo said, even if you are given the job of sweeping, you do it like a graduate. I had an old man friend of mine. He always used to challenge us that even if you are given a job of sweeping, you must sweep like a graduate. Are we together? So you must not sweep like somebody who has never been into school. You must sweep so well such that everybody who is going to see that work, even if you are not around, they are going to say that this sweeping has been done by a graduate. So that is what you are saying. So you should not choose your hustles. Whatever hustles come your way, you just take it, because it can be a greater beginning, and that greater beginning is going to take you places. So you should not start just choosing, saying this and that. Whatever comes your way, you do it, and you do it like somebody learned. You do it with the decorum and with the whole of your heart, and you're going to go far. This synergy is what is of paramount importance if we are to put continue churning out highly qualified human resource. We should therefore spare no resources in establishing linkages and networking between the industry and skills development sector players. I am therefore encouraged by the many milestones already achieved through a deliberate effort by the Kenya Institute of Development Studies in fostering linkages with the industry. I urge you to step up these engagements and to ensure that you are not only training manpower for the industry, but you train this manpower in collaboration with the industry for the local and the international market. Because at the ministry we are saying that we are no longer training for the local market, we are training for the international market. And that is why I'm saying that KIDS and other trainers, you must ensure that you prepare our graduates here, not only for the Kenyan market, but also for the international market. For instance, we must ask ourselves, like our people who are going to the Gulf, why do they have so many problems there? You feel that people are being beaten, I don't know what is happening. You must ask yourself why, and then you go down there, you learn what are the cultural expectations of this job destination, you learn about what is their language, and as a training institution, you must embrace this. You must ensure that you are training for specified markets. You don't just train for the sake of it, but if, like now maybe South Africa needs about 1 million people, you must ensure that you are training for that South American market. So this is not the time to just train generally. We are going to encourage you to do what we are going to call the targeted training for various international destinations. As a Ministry of Education, we have fully embraced industry linkages, and we are already reaping benefits. And as a demonstration to this, last year around 9,000 from 4 candidates who had qualified to join universities opted to join TVET skills development, largely as a result of the improved quality and relevance of the skills to the industry. So Kenya Institute of Development Studies, if you want to be a premier international skill development center, just embrace industrial linkages, right from programs development to programs implementation to training and to assessment and certification. This way, you are going to know that your graduates, we talked about 60% get employment, but you are going to find that you'll be having about 100% employment rate. But most of them I know, they also not want to be employed. They would want to start their own businesses to ensure that they employ even their peers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm particularly impressed by KIDS' clarion call, and I quote, creating opportunities. A simple and succinct vision full of impactful intentions. We shall simply know whether we are achieving this vision when our skilled citizen shall attract international opportunities, ensuring that the international remittances from our skilled international personnel far outstrip revenues generated within the country. I wish to thank His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of Kenya for his indefatigable effort in marketing our skilled human resources to international destinations. The only way Kenya Institute of Development Studies can seize these international opportunities is by making sure that you are training not only for the local market, but also for the international market. By this I mean, for instance, when you are developing programs, ensure that you include units of a foreign language for every program, a unit on cultural realities in your target markets, among others. This way, you ensure that your graduates are market ready for the targeted international job markets. In this regard, you have to resolutely continue imparting contemporary and future skills to the Kenyan youth for their personal growth and the development of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kenya government, through the Ministry of Education, is actively engaging development partners and the industry in the rollout of the dual training approach in skills development. In this approach, training will be carried out under the industrial environment as well as under the college environment. The pilot to this training approach has been successfully carried out in Nairobi Technical Training Institution, Kiambu Institute of Science and Technology, Nowadays is a Kiambu National Polytechnic and Vika Technical Training Institutions. This kind of approach ensures that the training institution train with the industry, for the industry, thereby ensuring that the products from this training are market ready by the time they graduate. In view of this, I do call upon Kenya Institute of Development Studies and other Kenyans with a similar vision to join hands with the government to produce a requisite synergy to accelerate the vision of Kenya joining the development community of nations. A possible area of collaboration is the virtual digital devices, that is VDI project, whereby the government is installing 100 computers plus their requisite digital environment in all government-managed institutions. Within the neighborhood of Kenya Institute of Development Studies, we have various beneficiary institutions, like what I mentioned about Nairobi Technical Training Institution, Kiambu National Polytechnic, and others. I urge Kenya Institute of Development Studies to explore collaborative arrangements with these institutions, whereby mutual benefits are going to be realized. In addition, I urge Kenya Institute of Development Studies to explore the gig economy, internet jobs through business process outsourcing. This way, Kenya will have succeeded in addressing the demand side of the labor economy by throwing open the labor market boundaries, enabling the skilled Kenyans youth to access virtual employment opportunities outside our international borders. Finally, graduates. To the graduating class of the year 2024, I just want to offer this advice that you must embrace change, for it is the only constant in life. Your journey does not end here. Rather, it is a continuous pursuit of knowledge. And I believe those who spoke before me, they talked about lifelong learning. And in the kind of environment under which we are in currently, this one is going to involve unlearning what you knew as the truth, because they are being proved not to be the truth again. So you must know how to unlearn, to relearn, and to learn other new things. So you must not say that now that you have gotten a diploma from Kenya Institute of Development Studies, that is dead. No. You must continue seeking knowledge in terms of, or in way of, lifelong learning, because this way you are going to remain relevant throughout your life, because we always say that learning is from cradle to the grave. In other words, the day you are going to stop learning, it means that you no longer be alive, you'll not be alive, but you'll be dead. So learning is from cradle to the grave. So you continue learning even from here. Even if you get a job, continue learning. And nowadays you are very lucky because learning is all over the internet. During our time, learning was not that much because you had to go to an institute like this one and start the learning process once more. But for you, learning is just a touch away. The skills you have acquired at Kenya Institute of Development Studies are not merely for personal advancement, but are a moral obligation to contribute to the progress of humanity. If we stopped learning, progress in all industries, computer, finance, engineering, tailoring, food science, and so on, are going to stop. Guard your thoughts carefully, for they shape your reality. They give you the ability to construct meaning from experience. The world awaits your unique contribution, and I have no doubt that each of you possesses the potential to shape the future. What ventures are you prepared to invest your integrity, your intellect, your finances, and your hard work into beyond the confines of Kenya Institute of Development Studies? The world is more malleable than you think, and it is waiting for you to hammer it into shape. Go forth and conquer. With this, I wish all graduates God's blessings. May God guide you. May He expand your territories, and may He prosper you. May God bless you all. May God bless our great motherland, Kenya. Amen. Thank you.
Let's appreciate our chief guest. Now, to the moment all of us have been waiting for. It is my singular duty and honor, ladies and gentlemen, to present to us the graduating class of 2024. This will be the process. Once I call your name, going to step onto the podium, the chairman academic board, Professor Daifas Chemorion, the chairman Teacher Service Commission, Dr. Muturi, and our chief guest, Bwana Njau. You're going to shake their hands. There's something you receive, then you'll get seated. I will request the chairman academic board, Professor Chemorion, to be able to help me in this process. Graduation list academic year 2022-2023. The following pages contain the students who qualified for various awards in the academic year 2022 and 2023. A total of 320 candidates graduating in various artisan, certificate, diploma level courses. 27 candidates presented are from artisan level, 159 candidates from the certificate level, and 134 candidates graduating with diplomas in various courses. Believe me, I'll be very short, and I'll request that we move with speed because of our time. Award in artisan level, School of Catering, Hospitality and Tourism, artisan in food and beverage production and service. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022 and 2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of artisan in food and beverage production and service. Credit, Anne Wanjiko, Daniel Binuri Njoroge, David Ruiru Kimata, Dennis Walela Wanyonyi, Grace Modhoni Mwangi, Ian Kimani Kishuru, Miriam Otsotsi Hayetehana, Otieno Bob Odongo, Roslyn Nyabuto, Sandana Chelimo Chemtai. Pass, Onyango Lavenda Aluch, Sharon Nasieku Tikani. Chairman.
Just wait. Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you an artisan certificate in food and beverage production and service. Congratulations.
Thank you. Let's appreciate them. School of Business Studies. School of Business Studies, artisan course in salesmanship, storekeeping. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of artisan and salesmanship, storekeeping. Credit, Imelda Mutiso, Esther Mudhoni Wambugu, Jennifer Mutenyo Mushika, Morero Christine Salaite. Pass, Elizabeth Wanja, Naipoi Ngatato. Do we have artisan in salesmanship, storekeeping? I will request that we hasten our speeds because of our time.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you an artisan certificate in community health and development.
School of Health Sciences, artisan in community health and development. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of artisan in community health and development. Credit, June Akof Rangi, Ruth Mumbi. Pass, Pauline Anyango, Rahab Nai, Viola Sanayan.
Community development, is it in order? Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you an artisan certificate in community health and development. Congratulations.
Let's appreciate them. School of Engineering, Arts and Course in Electrical Installation. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022 and 2023. The following cadets were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Artisan in Electrical Installation. Credit, Peter Kamau, Rose Chivingo. Pass, Lawrence Jr. Obako.
Having satisfied all the requirements, and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you an Artisan certificate in electrical installation. Congratulations. And you need to shake our hands. Eh? Congratulations. Yeah.
I want to clarify this. We all have the graduation booklet. You know the next group on the line. The moment I call your name, you should be standing at the podium. School of Hair and Beauty, Artisan in Hair and Beauty. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023. The following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Artisan in Hair and Beauty. Credit, Lilian Nekesa Juma.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you an Artisan certificate in Hair and Beauty. Congratulations.
School of Catering, Hospitality and Tourism, certificate in Tour Guiding and Travel Operation. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023. The following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of certificate in Tour Guiding and Travel Operation. Distinction, Christopher Komen. Credit, Hailin Chepkoech Beth, Maina Pauline Jerry, Murero Christine Salaite, Mwangi Venus Jane Munjiru.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in tour guiding and travel operation. Let us applaud them. Tafadhali tuwashangilie. Thank you. Congratulations.
Certificate in Food and Beverage Production and Service. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023. The following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of certificate in Food and Beverage Production and Service. Distinction, Diana Njeri Njuru, Nancy Wanjiko Wanjiru, Rachel Ochoata Ambwenje. Credit, Angelica Njeri Njoki, Catherine Aviambo Okiro, Daniel Binuri Njoroge, Esther Waithera Ngige, Grace Modoni Mwangi, John Mburu Wangeshi, Lavlin Jerusha Kimuyu, Maureen Acheng, Masi Nekesa Mulopoti, Masi Njeri Maina, Meshak Aramtat Wanjala, Samora Bioko Nyangeruma, Simon Kalancho Ekeno, Susan Waringa Mwangi, Sylvia Kwamboka Mumanyi.
Having
Pass. Okay. Dalvin Renson Nancha, Elizabeth Iravoka, Ruth Nekesa Juma, Susan Irungu, Sylvia Ndisioi Kaaria, Wafula Lunani Titus.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in food and beverage production and service. Congratulations.
Certificate in Catering Accommodation Operations. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023. The following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of certificate in Catering and Accommodation Operations. Distinction, Venesta Waititu. Credit, Cynthia Eunice, Dennis Mumo, Farida Nchebo, Jennifer Nzula.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examinations board, I hereby award you a certificate in catering and accommodation operations. Congratulations.
School of Business, certificate in secretarial studies. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023. The following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of certificate in secretarial studies. Credit, Damaris Ngina Kingo, Shukri Brick, Susan Nasmiyu Haemba. Pass, Patricia Chelangat.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in secretarial studies. Congratulations. Let us applaud them. They have earned it. Thank you.
Certificate in Business Management. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023. The following candidates were trained, examined, qualified for the award of certificate in Business Management. Credit, Evans Ocheng, Janet Letolu, Meimuna Sato Salat, Susan Wangoi Kiberenge, Vivian Sheri Omondi.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in business management. Congratulations.
Certificate in human resource management, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of certificate in human resource management. Credit: Agnes Sabdio, Harriet Nafula Yokela, Irene Koskei, Kapuz Peter.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in human resource management. Congratulations, and let us applaud them.
Certificate in sales and marketing, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of certificate in sales and marketing. Credit: Abdul Kafo Mohammed Abdo, Eric Salaibu Dikir.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in sales and marketing. Congratulations, let us applaud them. Thank you.
Let's applaud Abdul Kafo all the way from Comoros Island. Certificate in project management, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of certificate in project management. Credit: Brandon Irungu Batia.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in project management. Congratulations.
Certificate in supply chain management, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, qualified for the award of certificate in supply chain management. Credit: Chepkoril Cynthia.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in supply chain management. Congratulations, let us applaud her.
School of Development Studies, certificate in social development, our chief.
A certificate in social development. Congratulations, let us applaud them. Well done.
School of Health Sciences, certificate in nutrition and dietetic management, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023. The following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of certificate in nutrition and dietetic management. Credit: Abdiaziz Mohammed Adhan, Abdiweli Mursar, Amina Abubakar, Amron Luz Ekal, Dennis Oboru, Chepchirchir Felix, Penina Cindy, Rachel Judith Afanti, Rosemary Wangari, Scholastica Nyongesa, Celesco Maya, Cecilia Amunga, Vivian Miroyo.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in nutrition and dietetic management.
Certificate in community health and development, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of certificate in community health and development. Credit: Abdiaziz Loge, Elena Kundai, Emmanuel Soipei, Esther Naserian, Evelyn Yamata Ngooke, Faith Pesi, Fatuma Kotana Galgalo, Fernanda Chepkech Peu, Isaiah Teeka, Jacqueline Liado, June Akoth Rangi, Lissy Hillary, Margaret Aur, Maslin Kisi Mensa, Millicent Adoyo Wabwaya, Maulid Shale Abdi, Nasibo Wagane Haila, Nasra Ado, Pacific Nyiraso, Patricia Gay, Rueda Abdi, Safi Kolija, Silvana Jacqueline Lembwati Kita, Victor Omondi, Zamzam Adan, Zamzam Abdi. Pass: Alio Leo, Fama Mohammed, Katra Ali, Malyun Ibrahim, Pauline Anyango, Tume Wako, Vivian Wamboi.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board,
our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Certificate in Information Technology. Distinction, Rose Owendi Otinga. Credit, Benjamin Osore, Collins Cheriot Siele, Diana Omzuku Amaito, Edward Njuguna Njogu, Evelyn Dinda, Gloria Rebes Sangok, James Amunga, Janet Chebet, Joel Salonik Lenjir, Kariuki Stephen, Kelvin Kiru Munyola, Leila Naomi, Machunga Boniface Ndubi, Mary Mwangi, Nihal Mabior, Peter Olonapa, Peter Edward Oduor Otieno, Trace Anyango Ogoma, Victoria Ziza, Pass, Adan Abdullahi, Ian Hayumbi, Yaola Kelvin.
having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in information technology. Congratulations, let us applaud them. Well done.
Let's give special congratulations to Nihal Mabior, all the way from South Sudan. School of Engineering, Certificate in Electrical Engineering. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Certificate in Electrical Engineering. Pass, Onesimus Mwendo.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in electrical engineering. Congratulations, let us applaud the graduate. Very good.
School of Hair and Beauty, Certificate in Hair and Beauty. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Certificate in Hair and Beauty. Distinction, Ivy Wamboi Maina. Credit, Likia Dina, Mary Wamboi Dungu, Ruth Njeri Karanja.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in hair and beauty. Congratulations, let us applaud them. Beautiful people, well done.
School of Languages, basic level in Kenya Sign Language. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of basic level of Kenya Sign Language. Distinction, Anthony Wanjala Nyongesa, Esther Waithira, Eunice Njeri, Grace Adhiambo, Hannah Kadhoni, Nancy Mugure Kamau, Ndungu Ann Wanjiro, Nelson Tyson, Ngeve Mary Louisa Wanja, Nora Haoma Mola, Penina Tangut, Rob Chepkemboi Yvonne, Vincent Owino Ajek. Credit, Annette Kengei, Azena Robai, Derek Odier, Grace Waithera Katuma, Irene Mutuku, Jacqueline Kipruto, Janet Wadhimu Mudhike, Lovelyn Mulaho, Lydia Maingi, Maslin Amakove, Mwangi Venus Jane Munjiru, Nalianya Jeremiah Edward, Benina Mumbi Makau, Robai Saliku, Tom Caroline Mbinya, Viona Anyanga, Trisa Okal. Pass, Marimbet Sarah Siama.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a basic level of Kenya Sign Language. Congratulations, let us applaud them. Makofi kwa hao wote.
School of Professional Courses, Certificate in Accounting and Management Skills comes. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Certificate in Accounting and Management Skills. CASNEP course. Pass, Joseph Nyakuni.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a certificate in accounting and management skills. Comes, congratulations, let us applaud the graduate. Well done.
School of Catering, Hospitality and Tourism, Diploma in Tourism Management. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Tourism Management. Distinction, Mildred Omolo Grace. Salome Wanjiko Kishia. Credit, Leon Wanjui. Mchana Tapita Wandoe. Milingena Makau. Noah Mwendua. Paul Mungai Ndola. Victor Rono Kibungeno. Wesley Arika Lumumba.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in tourism management. Congratulations, let us applaud them.
Diploma in food and beverage production and service management. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Food and Beverage Production and Service Management. Distinction, Dennis Sila Peter, Rachel Ochuata Ambwenche, Rachel Wanjiru Kamau. Credit, Felicitas Maiba, Kibe John Mwangi.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in foods and beverage production and service management. Congratulations, let us applaud them. Makofi kwao.
Diploma in catering and accommodation management. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in catering and accommodation management. Credit, Beatrice Wamboi, Biliha Riziki, Lilian Wanjira Nyokavi, Mary Atieno Ocheng.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in catering and accommodation management. Congratulations, let us appreciate them and applaud them. Well done.
School of Business Studies, Diploma in Secretarial Studies. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Secretarial Studies. Pass, Penina Pelia, Sambururap Resian Janet.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in secretarial studies. Congratulations, makofi kwao. Tafadhali makofi. Very good.
Diploma in Business Management, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Business Management. Credit, Edwina Akoth Onyango, Jacinda Mweke, Lydia Anzemo, Nyanjama M. Mocheche, Rafael Mulandi, Tom Caroline Binya, Zakaria Saleh.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in business management. Congratulations to Apike Makofi.
Diploma in Human Resource Management, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Human Resource Management. Distinction, Agnes Awinja Etapale, Falahado Suleiman, Lengosek Isaiah, Movin Aoko Odhiambo. Credit, Florence Auma Atego, Jane Nguye Nyabuto, Jennifer Beyu Mwavita, Mata C. Katina, Moses Chaka Katana, Perpetua Nyadhogora, Valentine Wafula.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in human resource management. Congratulations. Let us appreciate them.
Diploma in Sales and Marketing, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Sales and Marketing. Credit, Felista Susan Amondi.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in sales and marketing. Congratulations. Let us applaud.
Diploma in Project Management, our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Project Management. Credit, Theophile Kahozi Luamba.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in project management. Congratulations to Sichoke Tafadhali. Let's applaud them. Good. Well done. They have earned.
Let's give special congratulations to Theophile Kahozi Luamba, all the way from DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. Diploma in Supply Chain Management. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022 and 2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, qualified for the award of Diploma in Supply Chain Management: Velma Roslyn, Victor Ayemba, Jeremiah Emmanuel, Adungo Evans.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in supply chain management. Congratulations. Let's applaud them.
School of Development Studies, Diploma in Social Work and Community Development. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Social Work and Community Development. Distinction: Ayak Monica Mayen, Elizabeth Zilani, Josephine Njeri Amoli, Ndungo Ivy Stephanie. Credit: Abdikada Ali Mohammed, Beatrice Ningatsi Ngao, Hilda Rabera Kibet, Isaiah Oleku, Josephine Acheng Odhiambo, Kathleen Wanjiko Njoroke, Kelvin Maingi Mutiso, Mudambi Edwin Ayub, Phyllis Wangoi, Kwinda Mwende Mutua, Wycliffe Omawa.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in social work and community development. Congratulations. Let us applaud them. Makofi kwao.
Diploma in Counseling Psychology. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, qualified for the award of Diploma in Counseling Psychology. Distinction: Nyangok Arak Deng, Purity Vukutsa. Credit: Odhiambo K. Dixon.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in counseling psychology. Congratulations. Let us appreciate them. Makofi kwao.
And let's give special appreciation to Nyangok Arak Deng for two reasons. Number one, she's the student leader, Nairobi Student Association. So she has not only led as a student in politics of the students, but she's also done very well in class. Secondly, having been an international student all the way from South Sudan. School of Health Sciences, Diploma in Nutrition and Dietetic Management. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Nutrition and Dietetic Management. Distinction: Abdiaziz Mohammed Adan. Credit: Abdifata Abdullahi, Abduweli Mursal, Abdub Halake Bonaya, Akelemore Molo Susan, Amron Luz Ekal, Anne Wangoi, Caroline Umazi Ngala, Collins Kipkoech, Throvi Wayua, Fatuma Matker, Lilian Akinyi, Naima Kula Isaac, Nicholas Mboya, Rachel Judith Afanti, Rebecca Akiru Erugut, Samuel Kivinzo Peter, Sarah Kavuli Makau, Scholastica Nyongesa, Sevilla Acheng, Victory Wanjiko.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in nutrition and dietetic management. Congratulations. Let us applaud them. Well done.
Diploma in Community Health and Development. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Community Health and Development. Distinction: Thorothi Mukiri, Credit Abdiaziz Loge, Christine Msengia Kimanthi, Emmanuel Soipei, Esther Wanjiru Kimani, Fathi Aflin, Fernanda Chepkech Peu, Kikona Veronica, Isaiah Teeka, Jacqueline Liado, Joyce Motonga, Liz Hirari, Margaret Aworu, Mother Ayen Chiangui, Miriam Mako, Maulid Shale Abdi, Nasiba Wagane Haila, Nasra Ado, Safi Kolija.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in community health and development. Congratulations. Let us appreciate them, applaud them.
School of Information and Communication Technology, Diploma in Information Technology. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Information Technology. Distinction, Brian Barasa, Jacqueline Wangu Lydia, Lillian Thuku, Milika Muruki, Paul James Kimantu. Credit, Godfrey Wanyama, Isaiah Wangila, Stanley Mboya, Tracy Anyango Ogoma, Victor Kinywa Kavenki.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in information technology. Congratulations. Let us appreciate them. Makofi kwao. Good.
School of Hair and Beauty, Diploma in Hair and Beauty. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, and qualified for the award of Diploma in Hair and Beauty. Credit, Mary Ndunge Musyoka.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you a diploma in hair and beauty. Congratulations.
School of Language. Let's appreciate them. School of Languages, Advanced Level in Kenya Sign Language. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, qualified for the award of Advanced Level of Kenya Sign Language. Distinction, Grace Adhiambo, Hannah Kadhoni, Jacinda Sara, Nasi Mugure Kamau, Ngeve Mary Luisa Wanja, Ocheng Rose Anyango, Penina Mumbi Macau. Credit, Asena Robai, Esther Waidera, Happy Ndanka Chai, Janet Wadhimu Mudike, Jeremiah Edward, Lillian Wamboi, Maingi Lydia Wanja, Marimbet Sarah Siama, Maslin Amakove, Ngala Faith.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you an advanced level of Kenya Sign Language. Let us appreciate them. Congratulations.
Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following candidates were trained, examined, qualified for the award of an interpretation level of Kenya Sign Language. Distinction, Grace Adhiambo. Credit, Dolphin Adipo, Happy Ndaka Chai, Lillian Wamboi Kimani.
Having satisfied all the requirements and upon recommendation of the examination board, I hereby award you an interpretation level of Kenya Sign Language. Congratulations. Let us appreciate them in sign language. If you know their sign, yes, well done.
Now we move with speed. First of all, let's appreciate let's appreciate the graduates. At this point, I want to move to the best performing students in the field, in the different departments, different schools. If you allow me, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at the best staff of the year award in Nairobi campus and Naivasha campus. We're also going to look at the best student in each of the schools. These awards are not only academic in nature. These awards are based on a cocktail of factors that have been considered one of them being the character of the student, leadership qualities, and of course, in terms of how they performed in class. So we'll want to move fast, and at this point, I'm going to invite our keynote speaker. When we're going to award the best overall student, the keynote speaker will be able to help us with that. But I will want to begin with Dr. Ekran Dungu. You're going to award for us the best student in the School of Catering, Hospitality, and Tourism Management. So, in the year 2022-2023, our chief guest, Madam, the following candidates emerged the best in their respective schools: School of Academic of Catering, Hospitality, and Tourism. The best student in the School of Catering and Hospitality was Salome Wanjiku Kishia. Let's appreciate her. I will invite the head of department, St. Paul's University, Dr. Kenyanjui, to be able to award for us the best student in the School of Business Studies. Our chief guest, Madam, in the academic year 2022-2023, the following emerged the best student in the School of Business Studies. The best student in Business Studies is Agnes Awinja Etabale. At this point also, I'll invite Professor Kennedy Ongaro from Desa University to help us award the best student in the School of Development Studies. Our chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, the best student in the School of Development Studies in the year 2022-2023 was Ndungu Ivy Stephanie. I'll invite the Director of Virtual Learning, St. Paul's University, to help us, Madam Kinanji, to help us award School of Health Sciences. Our chief guest, Madam, and ladies and gentlemen, the best student in the year 2022-2023 in the Health Sciences Department was Abdiaziz Mohamed Adhan. I will invite Board Member, K.I.D.S Technical College, Mr. Moses Ndiritu Kitonga, to help us award School of the Best Student in School of Information Technology. And the best student in the year 2022-2023, our chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, in the School of Info ICT was Milika Murugi Njenga. At this point, we want to award the best student in the School of Cosmetology, that's Hair and Beauty. And I want to invite Bishop John Obaisewe to help us award the best student in the School of Hair and Beauty in the year 2022-2023. And our chief guests, ladies and gentlemen, the best student in the School of Hair and Beauty in the year 2022-2023 was Ivy Wamboi Minor. I'll want to go to the School of Engineering. Our chief guests, Madam, ladies and gentlemen, the best student in the School of Engineering. I'll invite board member, Madam Joyce Kangai, to help us award the best student in the School of Engineering. In the year 2022-2023, the best student in the School of Engineering was Jivinko Rose Wisoha. Jivinko Rose? Do you have Jivinko Rose? At this point, I want to do the Kenya School of Kenya Sign Language, and I want to invite the board member, CPA, MBA, CFE, CISA, Collins Zvumbuka Sifumanzakala, to award the best in the School of Kenya Sign Language. Oh, you want me to introduce him again? Collins Zvumazakala, CPA, MBA, CFE, CISA. He's literally become the patron of Kenya Sign Language. I know it will give him a lot of joy to be able to award the best student. And the best student in the Kenya Sign Language in the year 2022-2023 is Ngede Mary Louisa Wamboi. And at this point, let's appreciate her as she steps forth. I'll want to invite Dr. Muturi, Chairman, Commission, Kenya Teachers Commission, to award the best overall student. And the best overall student, our chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2022-2023, the very best was Ndungu Ivy Stephanie. Let's appreciate Ndungu Ivy Stephanie. She was the very best in every form, in every way. She paid the price, she sacrificed. Tumpigie makofi. And now, I want to go to awarding the staff members. They can, there's no mwalimu. If there's no student, there's no teacher. And if a student appears, mwalimu will appear. And in the year 2022-2023, the best staff of the year, Nairobi campus, I'm going to invite our chief guest representative, Bwana Njau, to step forth and award the best staff member in the year 2022-2023. And in the year 2022-2023, our chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, the best staff member was in Nairobi campus was Nora Haoma Molo. Let's appreciate her as she comes forth. At this point, I'm going to invite the chairman, academic board, Professor Taifas Chemorion, to award the best staff member, Naivasha campus. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest, the best staff member in the year 2022-2023 Naivasha campus was Anne Wanjiru Ndongo. Let's appreciate her. She's a little bit shy, let's appreciate her. I think we've done well for ourselves. Let's appreciate ourselves. Now, I want to invite our MC to invite the board member, Moses Kitonga, to be able to give a vote of thanks and be able to give guidelines as we work towards bringing the chairman, academic board, to dissolve the congregation. So let's put our hands together for our MC to invite Mr. Kitonga.
Thank you. I see a number of us have transited. I want to request Dr. Jamlek Muturi to come and observe some remarks before we transition to the proposing of the vote of thanks.
Thank you. I don't want to affect the graduates' time, but I made a very clear observation with my colleagues there. Out of the 11 people who have got presents, even the lecturers, 10 were ladies. Let's give ladies a hand. We had only one gentleman, and I really felt it, honestly. Wanaume mnetuangusha bwana. Even the lecturers. And I want to appreciate the young man. I think he was, you must be the one. The man who got the present. He was in the school of, I think, health sciences. Yes? Abdulaziz, yes. Akwapi, Abdulaziz, please come forward. Congratulations. What is the... So, utaambiwa vile nimesema. Saa hii. Just come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've received very good news. Abdiaziz Mohammed, as he sits down, he is 10,000 richer. Let's appreciate him. That is what diligence does. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Muturi, has awarded Abdiaziz Mohammed as the best student with 10,000 Kenyan shillings.
Yeah, it was good before he made any point. Mr. Moses Gitonga Ntiritu. Moses is not just a part of the board of K.I.D.S Technical College, but also has had a illustrious career in the ICT world as an entrepreneur. I've known Moses from other quarters, and what a joy to meet him here yet again. Moses has had a career in the banking world, but beyond there, he has spearheaded many ICT initiatives, even with a footprint of working with 80 organizations here in Africa, especially in the area of software development and the cross-cutting issues in ICT. I want to invite Moses to propose a vote of thanks, out of which, after that, we'll dissolve the congregation. We don't want to be the ones standing between you and your lunch and other parties. So hopefully Moses won't take long.
Thank you so much. The chief guest, Dr. Esther Moria, her representative, Mr. Joseph Jau, the keynote speaker, Dr. Jamlek Muturi, the board chair of K.I.D.S Technical College, the board of directors, management, distinguished guests, graduates, parents, students, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to take this opportunity to give a vote of thanks. Okay? As I give a vote of thanks, I want to take just 1 or 2 minutes to engage the graduates. First, congratulations so much. We're so proud of you as K.I.D.S Technical College. Now, I just want to throw a challenge to you. I would wish to ask just 1 or 2 questions. Did God create every one of us to succeed? I want to see by sign of hand, yes or no? Show me by sign of hand, graduates. So all of you are set to succeed. Thank you. Number 2, where do we get failures from? I want you to think about it. I don't want you to give me the answer. Number 3, if you created everybody as a success and you have succeeded to this level where you have gotten your accolades today, what happened to the other ones whom you had in high school who didn't make it to this level? What was the difference? What made the difference in you that today you have made it here? What will make that difference to the next level where you are going to degree and masters and PhD? So I want you to think that deeply, because from the speakers who talked today, one of them happened to have mentored me, and is the same one who mentored your principal. And in my first year, he believed in me, and he mentioned things that he emphasized today, which I want to repeat to you in a minute. Dr. Ongaro, who is right here, he mentored me, but specifically, he was so concerned about my character. Character. We graduated, so many of us at the same time. But what makes the difference big time, and I think our keynote speakers also emphasized, is character. Character. Please take note, that is what is going to make you successful to the next level. And actually, even spiritually, it's written. In the book of Matthew 6:33, God talks about knowing the kingdom and its righteousness. Righteousness is doing what is right. Thank you for that. So now, I'll read the vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw to the end of this remarkable ceremony, I extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for gracing us with your presence and contributing to the success of the 8th graduation. First and foremost, I wish to express our gratitude, appreciation to our chief guest, Dr. Esther Moria, PhD, Principal Secretary, State Department of TVET, Ministry of Education. Thank you so much for creating time out in your busy schedule of national obligations and graciously supporting us. And we are so glad that we are today on behalf of the chief guest represented here today by Mr. Joseph Jao. We are immensely grateful for your support and insightful remarks. So at this moment, I wish to call our chair of the board, Professor Chamorion, to come and present us more gift as a token of appreciation to you for gracing our 8th graduation. So I request Mr. Joseph Jao to represent our chief guest. And as he receives the appreciation, I request us to appreciate by, I'll say 3, 2, 1, we clap, 3, 2, 1, we clap. So 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much, Chairman, and thank you so much, our chief guest representative, Mr. Jao, for receiving the appreciation. Okay. Next to our keynote speaker, Dr. Jamlek Muturi John, ABS Commission Chairman, TSC, or Teacher Service Commission. We extend our gratitude for sharing your expertise and perspective to us today. Your presence has enriched our event, and we are honored by your participation, sir. So once again, I call on the chair of the board, Professor Chamorion, to come and represent the small gift as a token of appreciation to you for gracing our 8th graduation ceremony. Thank you. I want to show again a sign of our gratitude by appreciating 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you so much. Special recognition also goes to our distinguished guests. I start with Dr. Ekra Dongo, Kenya National Association of Private Colleges chairperson. We are so grateful. Thank you for being a trailblazer and our champion in private TVET space. We are honored to have your presence. We appreciate our 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. Next is Dr. Kennedy Ongaro, a great gentleman who have mentored many of us, Dean of Social Sciences, Daystar University. Thank you for your word of wisdom, for being a good friend of K.I.D.S Technical College, and being a mentor to many, including our principal. Thank you, sir. Next is Dr. Wanjiku Kinyanjui, HOD, Department of Business, St. Paul University, and Madam Grace Kinyanjui, Director of Virtual Campus, St. Paul University. Your contribution and presence is highly appreciated. We wish to appreciate Bishop John Obai Sewe, Bishop of Faith Homes Church, Nairobi. Words are not enough to appreciate you and the role that you have played over years in our lives and that of this institution. You laid a foundation and you have kept it. You have kept working on it. Thank you for being our father. We really appreciate you. Thank you, sir. We also appreciate our board of directors, led by our board chairman, Reverend Professor K.I.D.S Chemorion. Thank you for ensuring the structures, systems, and processes of the institution function well in producing the best TVET graduates. On behalf of the entire fraternity, we say thank you. To our esteemed guests, your presence is highly recognized. You have created time to celebrate with us and patiently stayed up to this time. Thank you so much. I also extend our gratitude. I'm coming to an end. I also extend our gratitude to the dedicated staff members of K.I.D.S Technical College under the exemplary leadership of the principal, Mr. Juma Nyongesa, for your hard work and dedication. That you have been instrumental in organizing these events. To all graduates, of course, we couldn't have this event without you. Congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. Your perseverance and dedication have brought you to this moment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. To our parents, thank you for entrusting us with the education and the growth of your children. Your financial support and encouragement are recommendable. I request the graduates to give a clap for our parents. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, parents. We are so grateful. To the rest of the students who have participated in this event, thank you for the roles you have played in making the graduation a success. To our Master of Ceremony, Mr. Alex Mutuko, we are always privileged to have you. You are a great gentleman. Thank you so much for the effort. To the entertainment team, you did great and impeccable take there. Finally, to All Saints Cathedral, thank you for graciously hosting us. May God bless you abundantly all, and may He continue blessing K.I.D.S Technical College as we strive for excellence and education and beyond. God bless you.
Thank you, Moses. Congregation, can we be upstanding? We want to end the ceremony. We'll do 3 activities. Number 1, we'll sing the Kenya National Anthem, just as we sang when we were starting. And the Kenya Sign Language students will be leading us in that. On quick succession, the Bishop John Sewe will lead us in closing prayer. And right after that, we'll have the dissolution of the congregation by the chairman of the academic board, the Reverend Professor K.I.D.S Chemorion. In quick start, let's have the Kenya Sign Language students lead us in the anthem. Take the stage.
O God of all creation, bless this our land and nation. Justice be our shield and defender. May we dwell in unity, peace and liberty. Plenty be found within our borders. Let one and all arise, with hearts both strong and true. Service be our earnest endeavor, and our homeland of Kenya, heritage of splendor, firm may we stand to defend. Kenya, the fruit of our labor, fill every heart with thanksgiving.
Amen. Let's continue bowing for a word of appreciation unto the Lord. Our Heavenly Father, Lord of glory, we commit before you into your hand. We say thank you from the depth of our heart. We have seen your glory. We have seen your mercy. We have seen your doing in our midst from the onset of our program. We have come to the tail end and the curtains have come down on this graduation ceremony. Dear Lord, we say thank you. It is my prayer that you help us to know how to commit all our works unto you so that our thoughts will be established. And whatever we do as your children, enable us to do them as unto the Lord, you yourself, for us to have good success. Help our graduates to know how to maximize on their potential so that they can succeed in life ahead of them. As we depart from this building, Jehovah God, let your presence forever surround us and your glory cover us. Crown us with your goodness, with your joy and long life. In Jesus' name have I prayed as I believe. Amen. Thank you. God bless you. Congrats one more time.
And now, in my capacity as the chair of the academic board, I declare this congregation officially